I just say it.
Welcome to Danu on Fire, right here on Hi TV, your luxury channel. Today, we're checking out the all-new Kamimaki, and we have Vishwa. It's not the Wa.
Wow, yes.
He's a cinematographer. He's also a photographer and also a filmmaker. Great prospects await. But he did his own creation recently, and that's one of the reasons I really wanted to speak to him. He has also been a part of many films that have been acclaimed internationally. Like Tsunami was one of the most spoken about films commercially and also in the art field. I think it was really appreciated. You worked as the DP in those, and your stepdad
Yeah.
is the very well known.
Dr. Somrandisana.
There you go. So just creating the connections. And the mum is someone who I've known for a long time,
Yeah, Vishwa Balasooriya.
and she used to be on all the. I think we have grown up looking at her, but she never ages. Man, there's something wrong with her.
I know, we had to check it though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's something not right in her DNA. I think she's always looked the same.
I wish I get that too.
Ever since she had this whole lottery reading to now, she looks the same. You can put her on screen and nobody will know that years have passed.
Yes, exactly.
Anyway, so you are the son. And I was so happy to see your work. That is, of course, with Channa Vijayaratna and his team's amazing stage production, which was captured and brought to life in a more cinematic way. Tell me about the influence that they have had, your stepdad, your mom, all the people surrounding you in the field of art.
It's like this, I grew up in like action cut all the time. So it's not new for me. And when I was young, when I was in grade 9, I wanted to be a part of the movies as well. So I told my mom, I want to work with you guys. And she said, yes, why not? So she made me the assistant T-boy. You remember Saroja?
Yes.
On Saroja.
I mean, you had such an important job.
Exactly, it's very important because that's how I got to know the work line of this, and I got paid 125 rupees per day.
That's a good income.
It's a very good income for my age.
Yeah.
And after that,
Like you were budgeted into the system.
pretty much.
Oh, okay.
Right? And then I just always loved the feelings. I just wanted to put it out from young ages as well. So after that, I got a chance to work his own film. Remember Siri Rajasiri?
Many moons ago.
Yeah.
And how old were you at that time?
At that time, I was doing my O-levels though.
Oh, okay.
And then I worked as a third AD on that.
Really far away.
Yes.
Like you don't even come to the main cast at that time.
I know, right? Yeah.
You're like
And
in the
then-
back. එයාගේ costume එක හැදුවද?
බයිනේව ඔක්කොම තියෙනවා ඉතින්. And then I got a chance to go to Australia to study cinematography. So I studied there, and after that, I got a chance to work as an intern in Universal Studios in Hollywood.
Wow.
Just about let's say 1.5 years. And after that, I decided to come to Sri Lanka because I had more opportunities to stay there and do a job. But what I felt was I just need to bring this technology and this vibe to Sri Lanka as well, because always I wanted to put this to the national level, international level. So here I am.
And just tell me about the productions that you have seen, that you have worked on, from a T-boy all the way to
Yeah.
third AD, then to assistant director in films. You would have seen Sri Lanka is, our artistic range in cinema is beautiful, but our commercial range in cinema is really painful.
Yeah.
Because we, one, don't have the technology, and number two, we may not have the infrastructure to blow it up.
That's what.
How do you see where you can fill that gap?
I mean, it's all about scripting, Like, it's like, what I feel is, to be honest, what I felt was like everybody in Sri Lanka, like not everybody, like most of the people in Sri Lanka, they just want to be famous, like they just want to show like, I'm a film director, I made this film, sort of a film. But film doesn't happen in other countries like that. Like, of course, the art pieces are like that, but the commercial ones, they do it with the study, like how it works to the market, what is the market taste, how are we gonna earn money, and the like investment structures and everything is there. So pretty much it comes to the script. Like even like in Sri Lanka, like people make script with a lot of ego. Like that's what I experience. Like they are not flexible enough to like change things.
Means they are the person who is portraying the roles, personality is what's looked into.
That's right.
Not the character that they are playing.
Yes, and the thing is like for an example, for a filmmaker, like in Sri Lanka, in the filmmaker, if he comes with a script, just ask him like, why you are doing this movie?
That question
See,
would not get an
there
answer.
yes. So like movies in the industry, like you have to earn money. That's how the art pieces are surviving as well. So you need to have better structure on doing a film. So that's what I want to do in Sri Lanka as well,
His first, it was a very different take to cinema. Like, in the sense, we saw it on the big screen, but it was a documentary of a stage production. That's what was captured, and it was one take or multiple takes of their performance.
You mean Sandakada?
Yeah,
We have done some multiple takes as well, but in limited time though.
but it was a stage play that was run.
Yep.
All right, we'll come back and speak about it. Do stick around. This is Danu. Keeping it fashionable every single day, you can do so at XXL. You can now visit them for a range of fabulous outfits they have designed for all sizes, inclusivity being the key. So do check them out at their flagship store, if not at One Golf Face for more details. Thank you, XXL.
I just say it.
Welcome back to the show, and we are speaking to Vishwa. Additional stress for me to call it Vishwa.
Yeah, I mean, like you can call me anything, any name you
You're like,
want.
just never mind, just
Yeah.
stick to any name you want. Now, I wanted to ask you this film, Sandakada. Tell me about the making of it. This is like your first solo project here.
Yeah, as a director.
Yeah.
Sure.
Sorry. That is a key thing.
Yeah.
From T-boy, his elevation.
Yes.
But it's nice, you know the whole system now.
Yes,
Yeah.
I know everything regarding filming
Yeah.
and the process.
And the T person is the most important person.
Exactly. If
Because
he-
directors can be really annoying. They want to take that shot somehow before 3 o'clock.
Exactly.
But the tea comes and then you have to stop.
See?
Yeah.
You know the point.
Yeah.
So Sandakada was like this, like I'm a Canadian dancer and a low country dancer back then, right? And what I wanted to do was like, there is no way like people can see these on internet or like anywhere. It's not like preserved.
And also it's not captured the way it can be seen. It's
Exactly,
captured
just like
this.
keep the camera and they are
Yeah.
dancing, that's it. Like when foreigner or somebody else sees it, අපට සිරි මේකද මේ ලංකාවේ නැටුම් කියලා වගේ තැනකට එනවා. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to document these things for the future. And I met Chanasa in a premiere, one of my friends' premiere, And I told him, so like I have this idea, I want to make stage to the silver screen. And he was like, oh, that's good, like let's see, like I have a project, I'm thinking about it, but I'll call you. And he said, like then we just vanished. And after 2 months he spoke to me and said, Vishwa, shall we meet up? I'm doing a ballet called Sandakada, and I want you to make a film on that. I was like, it's
Super
like
excited.
And we met. And the first question he asked is, what do you expect from this? The first question he asked me. I said, it's my happiness. And he said, why? And I said, like, if I'm being happy on the product, I know definitely you'll be happy. And he's like, that's a good answer, let's work this out. That's how we started that. And you know, like in Sri Lanka, when it comes to films and other productions as well, the problem is the cost, right? And we won't be able to do the way we want. You know, we have to go home and make a manage. And then I had to struggle with that as well. And I explained that to Channa sir as well. Look, this is in this condition. I'm going to do it. Somehow I'm going to make the movie. And the best part is, he understood what are we going to do. Our minds are matched together somehow. Like I'm very happy about that, because like for the crew he said, like, look, in this ballet I'm the choreographer and the director, but in the movie the Vishwa is going to be the director. And he didn't appear on the shoot as well. He was at home.
He let
me do what I do. And it was shot really nicely, because like we had a couple of rehearsals. In that rehearsals I had in my mind what I'm going to do. But I wish I had more time. But I think that universe was planning this in the better way. So I give my chances to the universe calling. And it came out really good.
Yeah, it was brilliant, because I think what I watched Sandakada before, when it was performed on stage. Number one, I'm also partly blind, so can't see so clearly. And when you see it at Nelum Pokuna, right? It's huge, the stages, and you feel everyone is an ant.
And there is like 4 seconds you come to the other side.
Yeah. You're like, oh. So then by the time you're done, you tend to miss out on the expressions, the emotion, and the depth of what the music meant for those reactions. So, and I think it really worked out. We were able to see it up close and personal. It gave people who are like visually challenged like me to see it a bit more clearer. I think it was we don't get invited to the front so see it. No, by the time all those names will be
right now
at the very end.
You might be late.
Okay, that was also a factor, but yeah, amazing. So tell me about working with I just can call him your dad, right?
Yeah.
Now working with him, recently the biggest film was Singabahu. I watched Singabahu, and I think Singabahu also comes with an emotional storyline to it, with the presence of Jackson Anthony was supposed to be there, and him.
Yeah, it was a bit of a trouble.
I know, and also the fact that the scene was taken, and he unfortunately couldn't make it for the rest. Tell me about that experience. You were there throughout. The movie starts, then this happens, and oh my God, I think it's just really painful when you have somebody's life or death situation in there.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Like it's kind of a roller coaster though.
Yeah.
But like the first question you asked me about my dad and me working together, like how the relationship is, like, you know, like we are more like friends.
On set, how is he strict with you?
No. He's the like sweetest guy on set, you know, like he doesn't care about anything, he just cares about directing, that's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
The whole world can collapse in front.
He doesn't care, he don't care, like if he don't want to do it, he stops it and he goes.
Oh.
Yes.
Nice.
He's like that. He doesn't take all the financial problems. My mom does.
Right.
And she comes with blah, 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 you can't stop this and you have to do it. That's a different story.
Yeah.
But on set, we both are on the same side.
Right.
So we are on the creative side.
Right. Poor soul, your mother.
I know, right? And like working with him was like a really great experience, because he's like kind of a veteran, like film director. The earlier days, like when we were doing Underpants Thieves, Sarigam and everything, I was trying to put what I believe in the films, you know. I was struggling with him, fighting with him, arguing with him. But with the time being, like I understood that is not what I have to do as a DP, you know. Like I just have to see his vision and get it out somehow. I have to believe him, isn't it? So that's how this Tsunami and Singabahu came out. It was a really good experience, and
you're sort of found that middle point.
Exactly.
Amazing. All right, we're going to get into a break. We'll see you right after. Do stick around. This Danu on 5.
I just say it.
Welcome back to the show. We are speaking to Vishwa, and this is our final segment. Wanted to touch base on the types of things that you introduced into local cinema here. Like, we are still sort of struggling to digitalize all our films, although we lost a lot in the archives as well.
Yeah.
Tell me about the whole digital processing here.
I mean, like, I got a privilege to introduce digital cinema to Sri Lanka back in 2011. I had a chance to go to Red Studios in Hollywood and get training of Red digital cinema.
So that is like working on a red camera.
Yeah, that was the first thing in Sri Lankan history. I mean, like, I got that technology and came down to Sri Lanka and introduced that with a Red Epic camera. Like, it was done by Asia Digital back then, Manona Naikara, and I have to give credit to Lalinka Muthukumara as well. And after that, we started the digital transformation in Sri Lankan cinema. So, which was like the first film we shot was Vaishnavi, which is shot from director was Mrs. Sumitra Piris. And I had a privilege to work with her as well as a digital consultant. And then after that, it goes on like that. Like, the digital transformation, I mean, like, in Sri Lanka, like, you know, like, when it becomes digital, people think like you can shoot anything you want, any takes and other stuff. But when it comes to films, you have to have that discipline as a film. Like, when you use negatives, it's just as much as of rehearsals and one take.
Yeah.
That's where the film energy lies on.
Yeah, that one performance.
Exactly.
And people are hated if you have to take it again.
That's what I mean. Like, it's very draining for actors as well and the crew as well. And after that, I've done some crazy stuff in here. You know, like, as well. You know, Mr. Prasanna Jayakodi. So I DP'd one of his film, Sansare Dadaya Karya, which was shot the 100% available, like not even a reflector board.
Right.
The whole movie. That's I think that's like first time in Sri Lankan history as well.
There's also a new film that's being made called the One Take film. Like, it's all just one take.
One take, yeah.
In terms of an international presence in Sri Lanka, yes, we have had some of our actors working in productions like the Good Karma Hospital, that has been running for the longest time. We have had like multiple films being shot with our actors as well. I think recently Ashoda and Ashanda is sort of part of another production. In terms of getting a Sri Lankan identity, most of the time we're used as other country people, not as Sri Lankans. We are either Indians or Pakistanis, or we are portraying a different nationality.
Right.
When do you think Sri Lankans will be used as Sri Lankans in the international cinema scene?
It's like this, like, you know, like, let's take our history. Like, we all want to be somebody else, you know, like, we adapt to the like trends and stuff. And it's really hard to find who we are. Like, we don't have a like alcohol culture. We don't have, our cultures are going out right now. Like, even in cinemas or like in teledramas, like, people are scared to show Pol Sambolai Batui. But that's our main thing, you know, we love to eat that. Why don't we show it? Because people think like it's a shame to show that. So I believe it's time for us to think and act like Sri Lankans, you know. This is us, this is our culture, this is the way we work. Not like other countries, or like not adapting to other countries. So when we do that, I mean, like, they automatically like take us to their productions as well, because when they come to Sri Lanka, I have worked with a lot of international productions, and when they see the way we work, they say like, you know, like 10 people, if 10 people comes to our country, in their country 100 people will lose their jobs. So we are that good. But the problem is our mindset is down, you know. We think that the foreign guy is a big hit than us.
In terms of this production that you're telling me about, Christmas in Colombo,
yeah.
What was that? Is for Netflix?
Yeah, it was planning to pitch into Netflix as well. They are doing their process in there as well.
So and that's true. That was shot here.
Yeah, in Sri Lanka, like all the main scenes were done in Sri Lanka. There were some couple of shots in London as well.
Okay.
But the main cast and everybody was in Sri Lanka as well.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Means the cast came down, or we were the cast?
There were 2 foreigners who's working on the cast as well, and the rest of the cast was from here.
Amazing. I think that's what we need to do and sell this country as a destination for films.
Exactly.
Anyways, on that note, we need to wrap things up. For more of his work, you could always read about him and the type of work that he has, and he has a new project coming up as well. I think it's very important that we highlight newcomers, new faces who are changing how we used to see things in Sri Lanka. And I think you're a big part of the process. Thank you for being on the show.
Thank you, Dan. Thank you for inviting me.
No worries. On that note, we're going to wrap things up. Thank you to our friends here at Kamimaki for hosting us. Until we see you again, keep smiling. It's all right.